White t-shirt, white background. Great, Adrian.
Wow! What a weekend! Wouldn't you love a run-through of everything that happened? Well, you're in luck then, because welcome to Rabona TV's Weekender, where we give you a recap of all the happenings from across Europe's top 5 leagues this weekend. My name is Adrian, and just sit back, relax, and maybe hit that subscribe button if you love football content. Shall we? In the Serie A, Inter continued their second place domination, thanks in part to a Mauro Icardi brace, as he scored with his first shot of the match with an assist, once again, from Ivan Perisic. That was Perisic's 13th assist to Icardi in the Serie A since the start of the 2015-16 season. But back to Icardi, he scored more than 1 goal in 6 of his 14 Serie A appearances this season. That's 5 braces and 1 hat-trick for 15 goals. And he's only the 3rd player in Inter's history to score at least 15 goals in 4 consecutive Serie A campaigns, behind Stefano Nyers and the namesake of Inter Stadium, Giuseppe Meazza. He has 2 15-goal seasons to go before he matches Meazza, however. Napoli squeaked out another win, this time over Udinese, on a weekend where Lazio and Roma both failed to get the 3 points, drawing with Genoa and Fiorentina respectively, while Milan drew with Torino. Juve managed to keep pace with Inter, however, in the 2nd-3rd place race, as they beat Crotone 3-0. So at the top of the table in the Serie A, it's pretty tight, with Napoli on 38, Inter on 36, and Juve on 34 points. And in France, where it is not very tight at the top, Lyon kept their 12-match unbeaten run going across all competitions, with a 5-0 win over Nice, and my god, what has happened to those guys? I know, they lost a few important players over the summer, but jeez. If there's any Ligue experts out there that can explain to me what has happened to Nice, please do, because I'm dying to know. They've fallen far from where they were last season. But anyway, Manchester United legend Memphis Depay grabbed a brace against Nice, taking his total to 8 on the season, all of which have been scored away from home. Funnily enough, last season he only scored goals at home. He can't have both. And in the big boy match, PSG went to the Stade Louis II to take on Monaco, who despite having a terrible campaign in the Champions League are doing alright in France. But with a 2-1 loss, thanks to goals from Neymar and Cavani, who, by the way, has scored 16 in 13 appearances, Monaco have dropped back down to 3rd, while PSG have a 9-point lead over the aforementioned Lyon. The table toppers in Germany, Bayern Munich, had their lead cut down to just 3 points as they lost 2-1 away to Borussia Mönchengladbach. But that was hardly the match of the weekend, as Borussia Dortmund's suffering continues with a 4-4 draw that's got to feel like a loss. Hashtag make it stop with Peter Bosch already. Dortmund were leading 4-0 against Schalke after just 25 minutes into the Ruhr derby. Mario Götze got in on the scoring, his first in over a year for Borussia Dortmund, and Aubameyang scored his 96th career Bundesliga goal, taking him level with Anthony Yeboah for the Bundesliga's all-time African top scorer. Then, after the half, Guido Burgstaller scored in the 61st, Amine Harit in the 65th, Aubameyang then got sent off in the 72nd, Caligiuri scored a banger in the 84th to make it 4-3, and then the collapse was finalized in the 93rd minute when Ronaldo scored a thumper of a header from a corner to make it 4-4 and to make the Borussia Dortmund fans' hearts break. Holy shit, what a match. If you watched it, you'll be happy, and if you didn't, I'll link the highlights below for you. Dortmund, make it stop. Just 2 points in their last 5 Bundesliga matches, and they haven't won in the Bundesliga since September 30th, almost 2 months ago. Alright, from the Bundesliga to the Liga. La Liga, as Cristiano Ronaldo finally scored, ending his La Liga slump. And it was a pretty important goal too, as it was the winner against Malaga. He also missed a penalty, which was the 4th penalty that he's missed of the 7 that he's taken against Malaga. He also missed a sitter in the 62nd minute, but he did score the winner, so hey, that's all he's gonna care about, am I right? Their rivals Atletico stormed to a 5-0 win against Levante on the road, much to the relief of Diego Simeone, as this was the first time that he had beaten Levante at the Ciutat de Valencia stadium in 5 tries. Atletico are now unbeaten in their last 18 away matches in La Liga, and this has actually been their best ever unbeaten start to a La Liga campaign with 7 wins and 6 draws. And the big one, the table-topping clash, Valencia versus Barcelona. Where going into this, Valencia had only won 2 of their last 20 matches against Barcelona, but funnily enough, both of them came at the Camp Nou. What was even more surprising than that statistic for me though was seeing Thomas Vermaelen in the starting 11 for FC Barcelona. Maybe even more surprising than that is the fact that when Thomas Vermaelen is in the Barcelona starting 11 in La Liga, they don't lose, with 10 wins and 1 draw, now 10 wins and 2 draws. Also surprising that he's only played in 12 La Liga matches since signing with FC Barcelona in 2014, though I guess he was also on loan last season at AS Roma. but still. He's in his 3rd season now with FC Barcelona, and he's only played in 12 La Liga matches. That dude is the definition of plagued by injuries. And finally in the Prem, Arsenal slouched their way to a win against Burnley, which they got thanks to a 90th minute penalty from Alexis Sanchez. In fact, in the last 3 Premier League meetings between Arsenal and Burnley, all 3 of them have ended with Arsenal grabbing the winner in the 90th minute.
Everton continued their suffering with yet another loss, this time getting slapped up 4-1 by Southampton. Gylfi scored his first for the club, but the fact remains that the Toffees are still only 2 points above the relegation zone, having brought in only 12 points from their first 13 matches. That's a new record low. Another record low, they have conceded 28 goals in 13 matches, the most since the 1958-59 season when they conceded 40.
Tough times for Everton, which is weird because they were never the most tactically advanced club in the world, but they had players that would fight. They had players that were physical, and now they just seem slow, weak, tactically inept, and lacking that fight that they used to have. I guess it doesn't help that they lost a player like Lukaku, who kicked the shit out of Bong's balls before Ashley Young's deflected winner against Brighton. I mean, I think that he should really be retroactively punished for this. But regardless, he got away with it, and United got away with another win, and in turn extended their unbeaten run at Old Trafford across all competitions to 39 games. Their last loss at home, September 2016 against Manchester City. Really looking forward to December 10th when these two play each other again, because
City have won 37 points from their first 13 matches this season, which is the most that a Premier League team has won after 13 matches. They've also won their last 11 away matches across all competitions, which is another record for an English club too. And Raheem Sterling continues to shine, well, getting no love from the media, as he has taken his tally to 12 goals in 18 appearances.
And finally, we can't end the show without talking about Liverpool versus Chelsea, right? Salah scored, again, his 10th in 13 appearances, which ties Daniel Sturridge's record of 10 in 13 appearances for Liverpool. Here's what the Chelsea fans are going to love. Salah became the 20th former Chelsea player to score against Chelsea in the Premier League. Also, Willian scored a beauty of a chip. Call it a fluke if you want. Say he didn't mean to do that if you want. But I think that it was good and that maybe Mignolet's positioning wasn't the bomb. But Willian scored after just 144 seconds of being on the pitch, which is the fastest substitute goal that this young Premier League season has seen so far. And that's about all I've got for the Prem, besides Tottenham failing to win for the 2nd match running now, and Harry Kane taking his all-time goal involvement in the Premier League to 100 after scoring 87 goals and providing 13 assists. And that's all I've got for this episode in general. If you enjoyed yourself, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and have a lovely day. Bye now.